Feliway. Do these work or not? I hope that I can at least help you make a decision. Come on, all you doggies, won't you walk with me? I'm the puppet dog. It's for cats. This is a spray. This is a plug-in. You've probably heard of them or seen them. I found that they were pretty easy to use. The plug-in, you know, you just plug it into the wall, spray, you just spray it on your pet's favorite places to lie down. So my cat Gracie had to adjust to a new cat in the home. She was a little bit territorial and a little bit, I think, maybe also a little bit intimidated and like, who are you? And are, you know, a little bit scared of the cat. She's also a very large cat. Hey, big girl. She's huge. She's still like in kitten brain. She's a year and a half, and it's interesting to see a cat that big who's got kitten tendencies. So Gracie was sort of like, you know, what's up? I used my go-to essential oils, and I think that they had their place, but I felt like she needed something extra. I got Feliway because I looked it up, and it didn't seem to me to have anything adverse. Feliway mimics natural cat pheromones, which are substances in an animal's body that make them respond to other members of the same species in a positive way. So if you've ever seen your cat like rub their face against furniture, for instance, they're trying to disperse their pheromones around your home. And when they encounter these chemicals, they feel calmer, less aggressive. That's the point of this product. They're supposed to help with things like spraying, aggression, travel, just stress in general, grooming, vet visits. There's a few different manufacturers of it. I just bought this one because I had a better feeling about it. That's just my gut instinct. My gut feeling about it was to go with this one. I also did read some reviews and found that as far as the people who liked the product, there was more positive feedback for Feliway than the other ones. As far as studies go, I'm going to defer to an article that was written by Dr. Mikel Maria Delgado in the What Your Cat Wants blog. It's kind of funny. It's labeled Trying to Make Sense of the Pheromone Mess. Basically, I'm not going to, obviously read through this entire long article. It goes over several studies that have varying degrees of success with Feliway. Some of them say that there's no improvement with it. And they're kind of measuring different things too. Like this study is looking at feline idiopathic cystitis, and it's a double-blinded and placebo-controlled study, which is good. No funding from SIVA, and they make a point of mentioning when it's sponsored by SIVA and when it is not sponsored by SIVA. That is important because SIVA is a parent company of Feliway, so that's why they're mentioning that. If the study was, funded by Feliway, then you might want to take that into consideration as far as the outcome. It's not supposed to affect the outcome, but well, good to know. At the end of going through all these studies, I think that for many veterinarians and consultants, the line of thinking seems to be, well, it might help and it probably doesn't hurt, so why not? And I guess my answer would be, for the money that owners spend on Feliway, it really should be doing some magic. And they comment that for the cost of 2 or 3 plugins, it covers 700 square feet for a plug-in. So they should be seeing some pretty amazing results, and that money could be spent on lots of enrichment and vertical space in a home, which might provide better results. They say they have their own biases. The people who are helped or believe they're being helped by Feliway most likely never call me for behavioral consultation, so that's something to think about. Many of my clients have already tried Feliway to no positive effect, and 2 of my clients have had cats who sprayed or urinated on the diffuser. So I have to admit, I don't generally recommend Feliway to people who are experiencing behavioral problems with their pets. Now, he says, what can I conclude right now is we've got a pheromone mess, and it would be great for someone to clean it up with some decent studies. I agree, it would be great. Perhaps there are characteristics of some cats that make them more likely to respond to Feliway than others. So interesting that he mentions that, because I didn't see a huge change in Giovanna. Now, she wasn't a wreck. You would think bringing a new cat into your home. Also, you have to think about the fact that I was using essential oils, that I did do animal communication with her, so the environment might be a little bit different for her than another cat coming into someone's home. She had a little bit more of an advantage. I was doing a little acupressure with her, things like that. So, but I saw the Feliway helping my cat Gracie a lot. I will say I saw her relaxing quite a bit within 24 hours of using it. I would probably even say faster than that. So I was really pleased with it. Now, this is my observation, but I can only tell you what I personally can tell you that I. So for Giovanna, I didn't really, I don't think I would have seen a huge difference because there wasn't that much to see. I do think it helped a little bit. I will say that there was some difference when I started to use the diffuser, which came first in, like, through Amazon. It came in first before the spray, and she also didn't have like her own spots yet either, so the spray wouldn't have been quite maybe as effective as the diffuser for her, because she was like kind of figuring out where to go. She was moving around. She wasn't staying in one spot. So something to think about. But for Gracie, I saw a huge difference just in her level of relaxation in general. Like, even aside from the fact that she had this new cat in her life, like, she just is sort of a restless cat sometimes. Like, she was kind of quiet during the day, but then at night she can just be a little bit I don't know, she's kind of edgy. Like, I don't like a little cantankerous. Like, that's just kind of her personality. And we saw a difference, and we definitely saw that she was just in general calmer with Giovanna too. So I have to give this product my personal thumbs up for me. I don't want to ever speak to anyone else and say this is definitely going to help you. I can't do that. I will also tell you that I had a client recently who had a good experience with it. So with a new cat situation, I haven't had too many clients who have told me that they've used it, so I can't speak too much to just sort of personal client experiences. But I would love to hear your experiences in the comments below. I'm sure everyone would love to just be able to read through those and see if you've had any experiences with this. As far as any sort of like concerns on my end, I try to do things as clean as possible holistically. So I couldn't find anything that would suggest that there was anything negative about using these for your health or your pets. I did a lot of searching around to see if there was anything in the diffuser or the spray. There's also different, I have seen collars and things. I read the reviews about that, and people were saying that they got caught sometimes. So that was a concern for me. I didn't want my cat to get caught in a collar, get it caught on furniture, so I didn't want to use that. And I don't really like things that they're wearing so much. The diffuser does contain a wax-based paraffin oil, which would be similar to a candle. It's odorless though. So some people have issue with the wax-based paraffin oil. It's not giving off the scent though that a candle would. I don't personally like using those scented candles, and if I do, I would use a soy. But I think that probably you should definitely look it up for yourself as far as your own, reaction to them. Some individuals may be having headaches or something along those lines. I'm somebody who's prone to having headaches, and I didn't have them with using the diffuser. That's just me personally. I didn't feel that there was anything that was coming up in the studies that would show that this could be an issue. So that's just what I found. Also, you don't want to spray the spray directly onto your pet or another person, obviously. And if you treat an area with Feliway spray, it does say you want to take your pets and children out of the room. Do not saturate surfaces, and just use a few sprays at a time. Only bring the children and pets back into the room after the area has dried for about 15 minutes. Something else I did pick up was that you don't want to use the diffuser with birds. So, definitely do a little bit of research before you invest. But I will tell you that I had a good experience with this for Miss Gracie, and that is something that I have had plugged in ever since we bought it, and I don't know that we're going to continue needing to refill it. It runs out in, I guess, about a month. In communicating with Gracie, I did feel her telling me that it was just a sense of well-being. That's the word I would use. Sort of more of a contentment with her. So we like to share in this community. This is a community of pet lovers, helping pet lovers. So I would love to hear what you have to say. Think it could be worth you giving it a shot. So let us know if you've had an experience with using Feliway and if it worked for you or if it didn't work for you. Let me know what you think and what your experiences have been.
Rub my belly, rub my belly.